Hey.
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 So I guess the purpose of this video today is to announce our next expansion. When we're expanding is January of 2024. Where we're expanding is Dallas, Texas. And these are the three gentlemen that are going to be helping us expand. So I guess I want to have a conversation with you guys today about just maybe a little bit about your careers, kind of some of the connection you have with Vivax, and what you're excited about in terms of this expansion opportunity. So I think first off, let's get a quick introduction. I'd love to hear a little bit about you. And so introduce yourself to the team and a little bit about your career, and then we'll go through.
Sweet. I'm Ryan Dodd. A lot of people call me Dodd. Started in Vivax August of 2018. Got hired on as a PQ, actually. Really wanted to work at this company from knowing about it in college, and PQ spot was open, and I wanted to be a PM. I made it really clear right away in my interview, and just like how Vivax is, if you perform and you prove it, you get moved to where you are supposed to be. Within 4 months, Scott gave me the PM role, interviewed for it, got it, was a PM for 3 full seasons. Last year was my first year as a manager of PMs, which was awesome. That's exactly what I was kind of working to get to. This is going to be my second full year as a manager of PMs. Have a really big team this year, which is awesome. And now next year going to be a PM manager in a new market.
Yeah, exciting. Right.
I'm Ryan Artigue, and I'm in my 8th year with Vivax Pros. And I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, so I was born and raised there. And my background's in renewables, so before this I was working more on the marketing side. I managed a door-to-door team, and 8 years ago now I was looking to leave Louisiana and happened upon an opportunity with Vivax because of a solar sales position that was open. And long story short, I flew out to interview for that and was just totally impressed with the culture and with the people. I met with Jeremiah and Lindsay and Scott and Logan and loved them. They impressed me so much so that I completely changed careers and moved across the country to sell paint. And it's been the craziest and best decision that I ever made. I did sales for Vivax for 2 years and I had a lot of success with it. So back then we were doing like everything. And
Chasing storms.
Yep, for sure. Roofs, windows, all of it. And so I had a lot of fun doing sales, and I've been managing a team of my own for the last 5. So I work with 11 amazing project planners, and yeah, I'm excited about the next step. So really excited to go to Dallas and help build something new and make it really great. It's going to be us getting out of our comfort zones, and I think that's what I'm most excited about. I've reached a point where I have an amazing team here at Vivax, and I'm ready to do that in another market.
Yeah, awesome.
My name is Alex Gutman. I grew up in Los Angeles and came out to Colorado to go to school. Pretty soon after school, I applied to Vivax and was hired, and that was in 2014. And I guess my career went from starting off just knocking doors to dropping off and picking up lawn signs, chasing storms, and eventually worked some events and started building a team. And today, we've got a pretty badass team of 30 plus people making a really big impact here in Denver. And similar to Ryan, I'm just excited to build this again and create something really special in a new market, really from scratch. It's a really cool feeling to look at the team now and see all the success that people are having, and to give even more people that kind of opportunity is something that really drives me.
Yeah, let's roll with that conversation a little bit more. Just the three of you, like, what about the opportunity is exciting for you guys?
I mean, for me, the challenge, I grew up in Colorado my whole life. It's going to be really, I'm at the right point in my life to go and experience a brand new everything. And like Alex and Ryan were saying, being able to do it with this company and build what we built here in a new market, just that fulfillment I think I'm going to get out of that is what's driving me to do it.
That's awesome.
Personal growth is a huge part of our culture here. That's why one of the big reasons that I came on board to begin with. And for me, this is an opportunity to grow as a person and learn a ton. And I think that's the biggest driver for me.
Those new challenges is just exciting. Not even understanding what our biggest challenges are going to be yet, and working together and figuring it out. I'm pumped. And I think back when I started at Vivax, and I was living with 5 roommates and 2 people camping in the backyard. And what my life has kind of like turned into now, like I get really excited about like taking another leap and seeing what we can achieve somewhere else.
Yeah, yeah, very cool. What are some of the philosophies that you guys have connected with over the years with Vivax, the Vivax philosophies or core values that really kind of helped guide you? Maybe speak to that a little bit.
I mean, going off our core values, I think being a PM, the two that have always really resonated with me is ownership and enthusiasm. I'm known to have a lot of energy, and that's something my clients have always felt for me. It's my crews have felt for me. Other PMs, it's infectious, and going in excited every day to work and be at that homeowner's house starts everything off right on that right foot.
Yeah.
And when you have enthusiasm, you have the energy to do the right thing all the time, and that comes with ownership. And my crew is only as good as I am, right? They make a mistake, it's my mistake. And that's exactly how things in life should be anyway. And to be at a company that embodies that the way that we do here, it's resonated with me from day one.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I really like how you talk about enthusiasm and energy, because I mean that's really when we talk about Vivax enthusiasm, that core value of enthusiasm. It's about that energy, and I think you guys have been here a long time. Like over the years, that's one of the main things that I talk about is how do you generate energy. Ultimately, how do you keep the enthusiasm for what you're doing, and I think it piggybacks on some of the other core values, right? If you're doing good work and you're living in integrity and you're taking pride, all of those are like energy creators and help you maintain enthusiasm.
It's like food for your soul.
Yeah,
you know?
yep, absolutely.
I would agree with the ownership one. In terms of our core values, that is hands down my favorite. I think being in sales, ownership is so important because the reason I love sales is you own your success and failures, and the level that you put into what you're doing day to day results in either success or failure in all the actions, all the little things that you do on a daily basis. And in terms of like, a culture statement that we have here that really comes to mind, I would say comfortable in the uncomfortable. I really do believe that that's where growth happens. It happens in your failures. It happens in trying something new that you otherwise wouldn't. And you forcing yourself to do that is going to make you grow as a person. And so that's another one that applies heavily to sales, fighting for the job, all of that kind of stuff, and obviously into managing a team and switching markets. So I think those are the biggies for me.
Yeah, awesome.
I think the one I probably have the most unique relationship with, as far as philosophies goes, like GSD, get shit done. I remember when I first started, I thought that was like the coolest thing, just to see that on the wall. I'm like, they said shit.
They said shit.
And what I thought that meant at the time was like spending 60 hours a week, getting 40 hours worth of work done. Just like wanting to like run through a brick wall. And I think as my career has developed at Vivax, I've come to realize it's more about like giving yourself the time to do it right the first time, to give yourself an opportunity to think through things and not just get things done to check it off a list, but get it done right. And what comes to mind when I think about that is when Missy Franklin's talking about like dedication, right? I mean, the fact that she sometimes doesn't want to get out of bed, right? Like one of the most motivated people in the world, in the history of the world.
Yeah.
But following like dedication and understanding your why, letting that guide your actions, I think that really like sticks out to me, and that really stood out from that conversation.
Obviously expansion for the company is a huge deal. The people that are the point of the spear going into a new market, it's a lot of responsibility. How does that make you guys feel?
I mean, that makes me extremely excited. I mean, that's how I do every day in my life anyway, and the more weight, the more responsibility on my shoulders just brings out a better version of me, and it makes me feel more alive, and it makes me feel like I'm doing something that just invigorates me. And I've always been known as like the pickiest PM, or the one that cares too much, or does the steps maybe you don't need to do, but I do them because I want it to go perfect. I want it to be great. And just taking that to a new market, I feel like is exactly what it needs to have, because every decision, every job, every client interaction is so important when you're starting from scratch, because that's how we got where we are right now, from everything being so important, from the smallest thing to the biggest thing.
Yeah, do the right thing when nobody's looking.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think the right people rise to the occasion, and we do a fantastic job here of focusing on the employees and bringing amazing people on the team. And when I was promoted into management originally 5 years ago, y'all gave me a ton of responsibility. And I mean, was I ready for it then? I think that
Nobody really is.
Nobody is, exactly.
Yeah.
But and so taking that next step, taking that leap is really important for your growth. And I mean, gosh, when I heard that the two of you were going, that was a huge part of my decision as well. And so I think we have an amazing team, and we're gonna get shit done out there.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I'm like most excited about like feeling like my back is up against the wall again. You know,
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
like things are going really well right now, but it's a little like
Too
too
comfortable?
comfortable. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like I'm excited to like have to go out and perform every single day and be accountable to you guys. Like if we're not, and then to hold you guys accountable like when we do, and just that kind of camaraderie and getting into the weeds with you guys. I'm really
Yeah.
really excited about.
That's cool. I mean, it gives me like chills thinking about it, because it's like we have a good template, but our template's only as good as the people running the game, you know. And I'm excited about you guys. I think that we've had a great group in Austin. We've learned a lot from them. You guys have the benefit of a lot of that learning going into this new market. I think ultimately you guys, the Austin division, you guys will be great support systems to each other and future divisions that rise up over the next handful of years. So I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited for Vivax. I'm excited to be a part of it, and it's really cool to be sitting here in March of 23. It's going to be cool a year and a half or two from now to look back on this video and kind of try to relive these feelings of where we're at right now, the anticipation, the excitement, the change, people, you're uprooting your lives, moving to a new city. And yeah, I couldn't be more excited for you guys and for what the success of the division ultimately means for future opportunities created for people just like yourselves who are just getting started with Vivax. So, anything else you'd like to add?
Just that we're gonna crush it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Raise
I
the
know you
bar.
will. Raise the bar, baby.
Raise the bar.
All right.